I think that Hackett is a little bit of a lure for Rodgers. I don't doubt that at all. I think they're waiting.
Karen.
Because at the end of the day, I think that they legitimately have an offer that they're willing to give the Packers, but they need to wait and see if Aaron Rodgers, one, wants to play football.
Yeah.
And if he does want to play football, then it's the Packers being like, yes, we're willing to move on from him.
So is Aaron Rodgers then, does he wait until after the Super Bowl, after the Raiders are sort of forced to play their hand with Derek Carr before he decides if he's coming back?
I mean, I don't foresee
or do you try to sneak in there before? Aaron Rodgers ain't worried about Derek Carr.
No, I don't see him making it before the end of February. If it is, it'll be like right at the end of February. I don't think it's coming in the next couple of weeks. I think he's going to take his time. I think he's going to make a decision before free agency because like that's for the Packers, so they can figure it out and what they want to do. Because he even said like doesn't want to hold the organization hostage and all that. He's just holding me hostage. I can't go on vacation until he makes a decision. But
Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to hold him hostage while he's holding the largest gun to their head the whole time.
He's like,
I'm not holding you guys hostage. I don't know where you're getting this from.
I don't know where this duct tape came from. I don't
Where's
know.
My $60 million?
Yeah, I think so. Like before during the regular season, I was like, no, Rodgers coming back one more year and then that's it. But again, like I said this 100 million times because I don't want to put out clickbait. I don't want to put out just like, oh, yeah, Aaron Rodgers getting blah, blah, blah. Aaron Rodgers literally on McAfee said again, and this is after he said it at least 4 times. I watched all the damn press conferences that he literally said the Packers have not given him any indication that they want to move on from him. Not one. It's just a feeling he has, and it's just him reading the room, saying that it's a possibility. So again, all of this speculation, all of these stories mean absolutely nothing right now because one, Aaron Rodgers needs to decide if he just wants to play football. That's step one. And if he does, then it goes, where are the Packers? LaFleur says that he wants him back. Goody has said that he wants him back too. But like they haven't even had those conversations about the future yet because it's, well, I don't even know if Aaron wants to play. Because if Aaron doesn't want to play, all of this stuff is useless. So I think he's still going to play. I think he wants to still play. I just don't know if it's going to be on the Packers anymore. Because like you want to go like really deep down this rabbit hole? Like I'll go deep down it.
No.
No, okay, never mind.
Yes, I do. Of course I do.
Oh,
I love rabbit holes.
You want my honest opinion on how I think this is going to go and how this is transpired? Here we go. So 2019, right? Aaron Rodgers plays solid, doesn't play his best season, misses some throws. Ryan Gutekunst, Matt LaFleur, they draft Jordan Love, right? With the anticipation that they're going to wind up like he's going to replace him and then they'll trade him or what have you, right? Rodgers wins back-to-back MVPs. So because he wins back-to-back MVPs, they don't move on from him. This is what Rodgers has said. This is what he believes. This is what I believe 100%, that they had a plan in place and they haven't gone from that plan because the guy was the best quarterback in the league for the past 2 years. He wins these back-to-back MVPs. The Packers were in a situation because they are an organization that I have firsthand knowledge of who are terrified of bad press. They are terrified of it. They hate it. They do not want it. They want to stay as far away from it as humanly possible. Mark Murphy called Aaron Rodgers a complicated fella, and it blew up. And it blew up, and it made him look really bad, which I thought was stupid because I thought it was overblown, but what have you. If the Packers traded Aaron Rodgers after he won MVP last year, the blowback would have been significant. And I don't think that they had an accurate read that Jordan Love was actually any good. So they literally were forced to kind of extend Aaron Rodgers because they're like, either we trade him and it looks really, really bad because he just won MVP. We trade him and Jordan Love's not that good. And then it looks even worse and the blowback is going to be significant. Or we give him a contract that's not really a team-friendly deal, which it's not. It's kind of on a year-to-year basis where it just gets worse every year that he continues to play in terms of dead cap, and we take it from there. He doesn't win MVP this year, so because of that, now the Packers are forced to make a decision. However, I think that they have kind of won the PR battle, and if they trade Aaron Rodgers now, it will not be as much of a blowback that it would have been last year because he's not coming off an MVP season. One, there's a lot of things that have happened off the field with Aaron Rodgers, and he's gotten a lot of controversy around him. I don't care if you agree with it or not. So now if they trade him, it wouldn't be the worst thing for the franchise is in terms of a PR move. So I think now is it, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen this offseason, even though they are going to take a $40 million cap hit regardless. Even though the trade value was higher last year, I think that they've kind of won the PR battle in dealing a Hall of Fame QB. And I think that that's a tough place to be because you're always going to get some backlash, but the backlash is going to be at its minimum right now.
You said going down the rabbit hole, and that just seems logical. I thought we were going to get into some weird stuff there.
It's the Packers as an organization. Like I said, they really don't like bad press. And I think with how they offered millions of dollars for Brett Favre to sit at home and be retired. Like they flew out, they offered Favre, here's millions of dollars to just stay home, just retire because they didn't want that backlash.
Could you get that to my charity first, and then I'll take it from there?
Yeah, don't worry.
I don't have to pay taxes on it, and I can screw the people on the charity.
Yeah. So, but that's what, but like, think about that. And obviously people have moved on. Like, like there's not everyone's in the organization when that happened, but Mark Murphy dealt with this and like, they did not want another Brett Favre scenario on their hands. And I think that that's what they've been trying to avoid. They got caught with their hand in the cookie jar of drafting Jordan Love. It didn't work out. And so now,
I love the idea of them not wanting another Brett Favre scenario on their hand. And then Rodgers goes to the Jets directly from the Packers.
Yeah, no, dude.
And it turns into literally the Brett Favre scenario.
It's a flat circle. But yeah, if it's going to happen, I think it's going to be this year. I still think there's a good chance that Rodgers comes back and plays. I think it's then the organization needs to justify that because then you have the Jordan Love issue too.
Yeah.
Like the Packers are going to have to make a decision. They're going to have to crap or get off the pot. Is it like, are we just admitting that Jordan Love is not ready? Which I don't think is the case. Like, I think he is ready. And Goody has said, like, he wants to play and, like, he's ready to play. He's shown some progression in the very small sample size that we've had. It's a matter of, are we just going to make him sit on the team again for a fourth year, pick up his fifth year option, and then be like, okay, let's hope it works out. Or are we just going to move on? Like,
move on. Make sexy splashes, Green Bay. Do what you never do. Do something interesting.
So there you go. That's my take on the entire Aaron Rodgers thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. I want to see the Packers play with Jordan Love. I want to see Rodgers in New York. I want to see Derek Carr have to settle for whatever third-tier team has to just accept his services.
What if he goes to the Broncos?
Yeah, what? Go.
The Raiders like, I'm going to trade him to the Broncos.
No,
and he's going to battle it out with Russell Wilson.